out the way. So, if y'all don't know me, my name is Mariama Mariah. A lot of people call me Lux because I'm starting at the bottom, but I'm on my way to some luxurious shit. Okay, that's on that. Um, Welcome to my page. Hope that you interact. Hope you enjoy this conversation. This is a conversation. Make sure you're interacting and talking back. And then Sunday, I'm going to do a pay live, which is kind of going to be more interactive with everybody. So today's live topic is, why do women stop explaining themselves? And I definitely said grown women because the thing about this is, this is a maturity thing to me, right? And different, everybody's different. So women, girls learn this at different ages. Some girls understand this very young. Okay, some girls be in 18 years like, no baby, not me. And then some women, understand it later in life, because age does not mean wisdom. Age doesn't, the older you get doesn't mean you get wiser. Depending on your life experiences, you still may be very green, you still may be very naive. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say grown women. You could be a grown woman in mindset very young. Like, I truly feel like my mindset at 18, 19 was right on the money. Like, and even now, I've always had like this old soul or whatever. That's what they told me young. So why do grown women stop explaining themselves? The short answer is because it's pointless. A grown woman understands that when she said it the first time, everybody around her heard it. And I'm not just talking about relationships and men, okay? That is just the tip of the iceberg for what women really carry. It could be your parents. A lot of parents don't have a good understanding of boundaries and fucking respect. A lot of parents out here think just because they're your parent, they can disrespect you. So this isn't even about just spouses and men. This can go for kids, okay? One thing about me, y'all hear me say all the time, I'm not a whooper. I've never whooped none of my kids. My kids have never been spanked. My son got popped one time. I popped his leg. I promise to God, I don't think it taught him shit, and it just traumatized both of us. I do not whoop. With that being said, I'm very no nonsense, and I definitely discipline. But that still goes back into what I'm saying, why grown ass women don't keep explaining themselves. I don't care if it's to our partners, our spouses, our parents, our friends, our children. No, we set boundaries, and if a person crosses that boundary, they get dealt with. My kids are probably the only people in this world that I won't stop talking, that I won't. Okay, my kids are the only people in this world that I won't stop talking to, and I'll let them kind of grow and learn. But when it comes to friends, family members, other adults, co-workers, I'm not explaining shit to these people. Everybody already know. Whatever you telling that man, he already knows. That's why you got to stop explaining it. Whatever you're telling your parents, they already know. And it does get to a point where you're pouring your energy, you're pouring your life and y'all, it's so fucking draining. I'm actually going through this a lot of times when I talk about lives. I'm going through it, somebody's close going through it, or I saw it on Facebook. A lot of times, a lot of my lives do come from something I saw on Facebook and had a opinion on it. But this one, I'm just definitely like, going in 2026, you can't play with me. And I've always been a you can't play with me person. If y'all follow me on social media, you probably know that I've always been the type of person to meet a motherfucker at the door, knock on it, I'ma answer it, hello. However, this season of 2026, it's not giving 25-year-old me. When I say I'm not taking it, it's not because I'm a crash out or I'm going to get you, I'm gonna handle it, because that's very much how I was in my younger years. When I used to say can't play with me, because a lot of people used to tell me, okay, my intellect didn't match my maturity. I feel like during my 20s, like I was highly intellectual, but I mean, it just something wasn't clicking. Like, I see my young videos, and I also know where my mindset was then. A lot of people would tell me, slow down on the ghetto, slow down on the hood. And I just remember back then, like, I'm not even talking to y'all. I'm talking to other black girls that's coming from Chicago ghettos or hoods or neighborhoods. Like, that's who I'm talking to. That's who I'm trying to grow with. As an adult woman, especially like now I'm in my 30s, I'm cool with being bougie. I'm cool with being too good for certain things. When I was 25, I wasn't cool with being too good for certain things. I wasn't because when I was 25, I didn't understand you can be humble and also say I'm too good to be in these spaces. At 27, I didn't understand you could still be humble and still say, I'm too good to interact in these interactions. I'm too above these situations I'm in. I'm too above this place I'm at. When I was in my 20s, I just did not, I just didn't think it was humble. I don't even know how to explain it for real, y'all, because I always love bougie girls. I always love bougie girls. And I've always been the type of girl that when I got around bougie girls, I'm like, damn, I'm too hood. I'm too ghetto. And then I would get around ghetto girls and be like, I am definitely not hood and ghetto. So that's always kind of been my vibe. But now in my 30s, I understand that I can be humble. I understand that I work for everything I get. I would never look down on nobody. I treat the janitor just as good as I treat the CEO. I treat the waiter just like I treat the owner of the establishment. Like, I don't care who you are. I give you treatment. I give you love. I give you respect. I'll have a conversation with somebody that lives on the street, baby. I don't care. It's all love and respect. If I got it, I'll give it. With that being said, that's a boundary that I feel like I had to even accept for myself. So, and I guess that's part of why I say, like, grown women don't explain themselves. As you, and then especially as you're going into the new year, as you're going into the new year and you set your boundaries for what you're not going to take no more. I don't care if you took it a week ago. I don't care if you took it last year. I don't care if you took it 5 years ago. You're saying I'm not going to take it now. And then I also want us to start asking ourselves questions like, how do we, and like, if you're in a situation you don't want to be in, how did you get in that situation? If you're dealing with somebody you don't want to deal with, how did you get stuck? Why are you not leaving? Start asking yourself those questions. I feel like that shadow work. Shadow work to me is asking yourself questions that you don't want to answer in front of people. Okay, shadow work to me is being very honest with yourself when maybe you don't want to be honest with yourself. Okay, yeah, baby, no makeup, no nothing, no lashes, no nothing. Let me put on some lip gloss. No, I don't even got on mascara. So, but anyway, setting boundaries. um this season of not explaining yourself, this season of going into 2026, just setting the boundary. And if somebody crosses it, they get dealt with accordingly. One of my biggest ways to deal with a person that's crossed my boundary is remove them out of my life. I don't care if you're a parent. I don't care. I don't care if you're family. I don't care if you're friends. This is my life. This is your life. This is the life you have to live. I don't know what you believe. I don't know if you believe in heaven and hell. I don't know if you believe in reincarnation. Whatever you believe, we don't know. You don't know. Like, I could argue with you all day about, you just don't fucking know. And people who have died for 2-3 minutes and been brought back to life and shit like that, the ones who've actually experienced death, they never describe this utopia or shit like that. I'm only saying that to say this is your life. So you have to set boundaries on shit. You ain't got to explain nothing to nobody, especially not no fucking adults. Your co-workers know what you mean when you say it one time. Your parents know what you mean when you say it one time. I'm gonna use a parent as the example because I definitely don't want people to think that I'm only talking about spouses, even though spouses are a very big part of it. So my mama is 78. I'm having a very hard time with her in these boundaries, y'all. She's from the baby boomer generation. They say crazy ass shit to their kids. They say crazy ass shit to their grandkids. And there's no respect. There's no boundaries. And she feels like the shit's okay because she's my mother. It's because she's my mother. So just it's just little certain things like, my son did something, she's just like, oh yeah, he's gonna go to jail. Why are you speaking that might be your experiences with black men, but what's so crazy is like, I don't even come from a family of men that go to jail. I don't even know how the fuck she said that. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to set the boundary with her, but because she's 78 and I'm 33, and it's just like, I would much rather, me personally, so many people don't have their parents that I'm just like so fucking grateful that she's still alive, and I just want to experience her, and I want her to tell me about I want her to tell me about segregation and integration. I want her to tell me about Chicago in the 70s and the 80s. I want her to tell me about all these things, but like her mindset is so negative that it doesn't matter. That's not what I'm getting. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to keep explaining it. I'm not, because one thing about me, I truly believe in power of the tongue. I truly believe what you speak over invokes, and then I believe in bloodlines. I told y'all I am a pagan. This is a little sad note. When you Google what is pagan, pagan is anything that predates colonization and Christianity. So if you believe in anything your ancestors believed in, if you believe in anything your African ancestors, your Native American ancestors, and I ain't even gonna lie to you, your European ancestors believe, you're pagan. So I am pagan. With that being said, one of the big things about being pagan is I believe in power of the tongue. Humans, beasts, animals, they can't speak. They have no domain over this world. There is no humans, there's no animals that have clear communication, so they don't have no domain over this world. Even when you think about like parrots and animals that can mimic humans, that's not actually talking. The only animals on this planet that has speech is humans. So every time we talk, we are casting spells. That's what spelling is, casting spells. So I believe that shit. With me believing that, I believe the sins of the father, the blessings of the mother. Let me explain that. That doesn't really mean mother or father. What that means is whatever your family does can come back on you. So if your family betrays people, do dirty shit, do snake shit to people, that can come on you. At the same, for example, right? If you have really good parents that's good to a lot of people, if you have parents that pour into other people and love on other people, a lot of people are probably going to pour and love on their kids. If you have parents that continue to keep a village together, then 9 times out of 10 that village will then pour into those parents' children. But if you got parents that stay to themselves, secluded, bad people, scammy people, shisty people, whatever the case may be, that also pours to their children. May not be in a negative way, like maybe nobody comes after the kids, but they're also not going to get the same blessings that they would have received if they came from a family that, or parents that built them a village. You picking up what I'm putting down? With that being said, that's why I feel so strongly when somebody in the bloodlines speaks negative on somebody else in the bloodline. Like the grandmother cannot be speaking against the grandchildren. Okay? Y'all ain't never, and it just fucking blows me. I'm telling y'all, I'm having a hard fucking time dealing with her, y'all. Because one, my mama raised me in magic. I wasn't raised in Christianity. So this shit is baffling to me, y'all. But when your parents speak something over you, when your parents speak something over your grandkid, over their grandkids, to me personally, that holds so much weight because that's the bloodline speaking. That's a direct bloodline speaking. I have explained this to her. So for me, it's like to ever speak against, my son's only 4 years old. So to ever speak anything negative against him baffles me. Okay? I'm not, it's not like I'm in the streets. It's not like his daddy's in the streets. It's not like there is nothing, for her to speak that over my son. My two nephews that I helped raise are outstanding young men. Okay, outstanding. My younger nephew, he doesn't even cheat. He doesn't even cheat on women. If he dates you, you ain't got to worry about it. And if he ain't ready to be faithful to you, he ain't even gonna make you his. Both my nephews work good ass jobs. Both of them keep an income. Both of them have no problem paying bills. Like, they're great, outstanding men. They don't gang bang. They don't beat women. They're fucking great. They've never been arrested. They've never been fingerprinted. I'm sorry, my oldest nephew, he got pulled over for a traffic ticket and he had to pay that ticket. But my younger nephew never even had that. They've never been fingerprinted, none of these. So why the fuck would you even say that over my young black son? Why would you say that? Why would you wish that? And I mean saying the shit so indignant, like she just know I can't take it. That's what I'm talking about. Grown ass women ain't grown ass women. We ain't re-explaining that shit in 2026. We ain't doing that shit. I don't care if it's a spouse. You get what I'm saying? That's why I use my parent as the example, because it could be anybody, bro. It could be anybody. The only person I got a pass for, the only people I got a pass for is the little kids that I fucking birthed. I'm giving them a pass because this their first time on this earth and they ain't been here too long. So they trying to figure their own shit out. I get it. That's why. But when we talking about these other adults, I think it's baffling that I even had to tell my mama not to speak nothing negative over my son. But after I explained the power of the tongue to her, and she just refused to understand and refused to pick up what I'm putting down, there's nothing else I have to say about this situation. I don't want to talk to you no more. I'm not going to keep engaging with you. And I've already told you that I believe in the power of the tongue, like some people believe in Muhammad or Jesus Christ. I believe in the power of the tongue, like people believe in Allah. So it's just very disrespectful to me. And I wouldn't disrespect none of her deities or nothing like that. So it's just beyond disrespectful to me. It could be anybody. In 2026, grown ass women are not explaining themselves. Girl, you ain't gotta tell that man not to like pictures, not to heart bitches stories. He already know that. So if he doing that, what else are you explaining? What are you talking about? You ain't gotta tell no grown ass man to work. What are we talking about? If that man don't want to, bro, and it's so mean. I saw that the birth rate is down for black women. Black women won't even get pregnant, and I fucking understand. Like, these fathers will sit up and literally watch you try to cook, clean, and won't even just play with the fucking kids. Like, won't get off their video games. And y'all know I'm never gonna talk to no nigga with a game. I'm never, ever, ever going. If you like video games, if that's your hobby, baby, there, I will never deal with no man. I've never have either. I say it all the time. At this point, I've been in 4, 5 to 6 year relationships. I be in very, very long term relationships. Love how I treat a man. Treat a man like he's God. He's gonna love you here. None of them have ever had video game systems while they're with me. It irks my soul to see a grown ass man on the video game. You have to have a different hobby dating me. I would never get with a gamer and tell a gamer not to get on the video game. I just want to never date a gamer. I like men who have hobbies like fixing cars, breeding dogs. What else is a hobby I truly enjoy? A man fishing. I like, you can fish, you can fix cars, you can breed dogs. What else would I be good with a hobby with a man? Play pool, play darts. That's cool. Video games is an absolute no for me. I didn't like men who played video games when I was a teenager. So y'all know at my big ass age now in my 30s, I definitely don't want to see no grown ass man on no video game. And if I'm trying to cook, straighten up the house before bed, I'm trying to cook dinner and you won't sit and just fucking play with the kids on the floor so the baby won't get burned by the grease. What are you here for? What are we doing? And if I had to say it more than once now, I'm begging for help. And for what? For what? It'd be easy if you wasn't here. For what? For what? I see a lot of men, they're very confused when their baby mamas put them out. And they're just like, oh, y'all are breaking up the family. And da, da, da. Like, but y'all, this is my honest to God truth. And it's really fucked up, right? My experience is baby daddies be better fathers outside of the house than in the household with me. Now everybody has their own experience. A lot of girls, a lot of women, I understand that when they break up with the father, that makes the father like not deal with that child no more. That's not the experience I had. I feel like they're better fathers, or at least support systems. You know what I'm saying? Because as long as we was together, it's like, baby, do it. Cook, clean, tend to the kids, still look good, still keep some weight on you, because I bet you get skinny. So still keep some weight on you, all this shit. But you're fucking confused when I don't want you around no more, nigga. Did you just look at me drown? Did you just look at me drown? And I'm the type that likes getting money. So even if a nigga was to tell me just stay home and pay attention to the kids, it's like, I'm gonna help the household. I make money off social media, so I'm gonna bring in some money. So you can't, no man could even sit up with me and tell me he pays all my shit. Because even with my first baby daddy, I've always, y'all know, even as a stay-at-home mama, y'all seen it. I was always selling It Works, always selling a product. Even if I'm staying home with these fucking babies, even when I started my cleaning service, I still, to me, was like a stay-at-home mama because I was only working outside the house 3 to 4 hours a day. Thank you, baby. Thank you so much. Thank you for that support. But because I don't know your situation personally, but I know just being a mother, you could relate to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so with that being said, as much as I only would deal with a providing man because that's it, that's all my coochie do not get wet for, I also had to learn, like, I'm really cool with a 50-50 relationship as long as it's 50-50. As long as you take care of the kids half the time, you cook half the time, you clean half the time, I don't have no problem paying half the bills because bitch, getting money comes to me like that's me. That's who I am. You feel me? It's like a lot of these niggas having a harder time hustling and just doing the shit than the women are. But I do got a motherfucking problem with I'm trying to cook, strain up, so we ain't going to sleep in a messy ass house. I don't want to go to sleep with dishes in the sink. So I'm trying to cook, make plates, make sure all this shit is straightened up before we go to sleep. On top of that, you want me to tend to kids while you do what? Watch a movie? Scroll on your phone? Play a video game? What the fuck are we talking about? Do you work a job? Because all these niggas don't even work. It's crazy. And it's crazy. I'm telling you, like, my experience was them being outside the house, they actually was more like helpful. I don't, men, women don't want to have to put you outside the fucking house for you to be a fucking father. I'm not complaining. I'm thankful I got baby daddies that take care of their kids. Okay. I understand a lot of women, baby daddies ain't helping. I understand, like, a lot of times when women break up with the fathers, that the fathers don't do nothing at all. But truly, like, my experience was they was, it'd be better outside the house because then they're really tending to the kids. Because being inside the house, it's like, am I a single mother with you? I know you ain't making me a single mother with you. I just made my hair red, y'all, by scratching it. But 100%. That's why 2026, like, as grown women, we setting boundaries, and that's it. That's all. What I said is what I said, baby. If we don't, we're gonna get wrinkles. If baby, I don't want to get no wrinkles. I am 33 years old. I just want to drink my water, take care of my skin, take care of my body, be the baddest motherfucking 30, 40, 50, 60-year old I could be. It's some 70-year-olds out here killing it. That's what I want to do. I want to make money. I want to be a wealth. And this is the other thing. When you steadily explain yourself as an adult, it is distracting and it is draining. So whatever goals you have, whatever you're supposed to be focused on, whatever you're supposed to be doing, now you're not fucking doing. Now it's not getting done. Why is it not getting done? You're distracted. You're distracted. You're distracted because you're telling somebody the same thing for the fucking fourth, fifth fucking time. And that can also happen with friends. Let's say you got a friend that's always got some draining shit going on. They don't listen to what the fuck you say. They don't change their situation. You don't see them actively doing nothing to fix it. That's going to drain you. That's going to drain you. I don't like giving advice to people. I don't like giving advice to people. However, if somebody point blank asks me my advice, I'll give it. What I'm not going to do is listen to you harp on the same shit 20, 30 times. I leave niggas. I leave men alone. I get sis. You going to have to leave his ass. Like, I don't. In 2020, in 2026, we're not explaining ourselves to nobody. Not more than once. If you have to say it more than once, that's too close to begging. Okay, if you gotta ask your friend to be a friend, that's too close to begging. If there's a somebody you interact with or you thought was your friend, but you're never invited to nothing, you never get put on nothing, set that boundary, cut that motherfucker off. Hey, baby, I miss you. I ain't seen you in so long. I ain't heard from you. Shit, I want to see you in 2026, and I ain't explaining it. I ain't saying it again. I want to see you in 2026. I ain't saying it twice, cause that's what we doing. Grown ass women are not going to keep explaining themselves to other people that fucking know what they doing. You can't be a friend and you always leaving your friends out of shit. Your friend out of shit. You got time to hang out with other people, but not this person. That's not your fucking friend. It's not your friend. Set that boundary. No weird shit. Now me, am I an everyday friend? No, I'm not. Hopefully in 2026 I make some everyday friends. It'll really be nice. But I am like a workaholic, and it's hard for me to make friends aside from some type of positive networking. With that being said, that's cool with me because I'm 33. I don't really need no smoking buddies. I'm 33. I'm 33, y'all. I don't really need no smoking buddies. Smoking buddies are, I mean, I started smoking at 17. And when I was 17 in my 20s and shit, we used to have whole sessions. We used to sit down and match, and we all bring ounces and we roll up all this, and it was fun. And I'm happy I did it young. But now I don't even smoke like that. If I was to smoke some weed, if I was to smoke, it's gonna be at the end of the night for me to relax. Or at the start of the morning for me to get it going. But I ain't sitting up smoking like that no more. Like, now you're not finna pull up on me in the middle of the day and we smoke. Like, I'm not doing that no more. So I mean, I don't know. I don't think it's a negative because, like, even with Ashanti, like you, boo, like, we knew each other from high school, but we really started networking with business. And that's pretty much my whole circle. Like, I've only connected with people that have positive things going on. They make moves in the city. Like, I'm really a person that put my city on. I put Chicago on. I put the networking on with each other. I help people out. I promote. Y'all know I promote down. I'm gonna get your word out. If I fuck with you and there's an opportunity, your name is going to be mentioned. Like, if I get in a room and I can get you an opportunity, your name is going to be mentioned. I don't give a fuck if I gotta FaceTime you for you to meet them people. That's how it is. With that being said, this is how I tell everybody to build their village and build their support system. This is what I do. I put out my natural energy. Okay, like, Shani, you know me for years, so I put out my natural energy. I'm loving, I'm supported, I am a good friend. I'm going to be a great friend 2026, but I'm a friend that remembers your birthdays, kids' birthdays, all that. Like, I truly feel like I'm thing. Like I said, I just think I need to be more consistent because I'm a person that, shit, I got my own life going on. But I think that also make me a good friend because I don't mind when people have their own life going on. You know what I'm saying? Um, but like, that's just me. That's my energy. Love you, promote you, give it to you. With that being said, after I give all that love, promotion, all that locking in, if I don't get it reciprocated back, I'll get the fuck on. If you do not reciprocate the energy I give to you, I get the fuck on. I don't think you can expect people to support you first. So I always go into any interaction to support them first. Cool. But if you don't reciprocate that energy, I'm moving the fuck around, baby. You ain't gonna see me no more. You ain't gotta see me twice. You ain't gotta see me twice. I'm not doing it. What? Use hand gestures to send reactions during a video call. Turn on reaction. Okay, I don't even know, y'all. I got this new phone. Do too much. Thank God for it though. But that's how I am. Like, I'll give support first, and then I look to see if it's reciprocated. If you reciprocate the love and support I give you, you got a loyal motherfucker in your corner, period. Having me in your corner is better than having Julius Caesar. I know people. Like, I'm a conduit, I'm the plug, I'm the connector, I'm Cash Queen ex CEO. And so it's just like, yes, and I'm good to people. My name hold weight. When I mention a person name or I send out a referral, whoever I mention, that person already is coming in with good standing just because the merit that I got, with this person. I also would never refer a person that I know is going to come in and not give that energy that we're looking for. But long story short, another thing, like when you're not explaining yourself, that's another way to weed people out. Who is reciprocating the energy you give? When you invite somebody out, who's inviting you out back? When is coming up with opportunities for somebody, who's coming up with the opportunities for you back? If there's somebody you don't mind sharing they post, promoting them, giving them some love, who does it back? Those are the people you keep in your circle. Those are the people you pay attention to. Humans have a very, 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 very bad habit of ignoring everybody that fucks with them and chasing people that don't fuck with them yet. Okay? And I ain't saying they ain't never gonna fuck with you. Oh, my earring fell out. I ain't saying they ain't never gonna fuck with you. These my New Year's earrings. So I'm gonna wear them on New Year's Eve too. Ain't that cute? Ain't that cute? Um, But if they not reciprocating that energy, and again, what I just say, grown ass women, we ain't explaining ourselves this year. I shouldn't have to explain to you reciprocating energy. I don't care if you're a partner, a spouse, somebody that want to date me. I don't care if you're a friend, a networking buddy, somebody that wants to network. There is no reason why I should have to explain reciprocating energy that's given to you. That's my video for tonight. Thank you so much for joining me. um Sunday we're going to have a private video, ladies only. It will be a private video. We'll be doing much more interaction. That live is $10 to join. That live will be Sunday. You'll get to talk to me a little more hands-on, because we might do a group video chat. I might do a link where we can probably Zoom or something so other girls can talk into it and we can really interact. But again, that's going to be Sunday. It's $10 to join that. We'll be talking more about this. Other than that, if you don't want to pay for the live for Sunday, that's cool too. I will see y'all again tomorrow. We'll be talking a little more tomorrow. I also might be back on here tonight, maybe, no promises, or I might just do like a recorded video because I do want to talk about being pagan. So many people are demonizing paganism because they don't know what pagans are. So many people, they just think it's the devil, and I kind of want to talk about that. So I might hop back on and do that video, but right now I'm going to take this video to YouTube. So thank y'all so much for being with me today. You can always rewatch it, leave comments, and I will always come back and interact with them. But yes, in 2026 and then on, we ain't explaining ourselves to nobody else. You said what you said, set your boundaries, and that's it. Period.